Hello, I'm Jalas Mingambam and let's have the top stories on ISTV News today. 23 students and van driver injured as truck rams into school van at Thawal, Lashangthem. Now the news in detail. At least 23 students in the age group of 4 to 9 years along with driver of a school van were injured when a truck collided with a van at Thawal, Lashangthem, Kilimakong under Thawal police station around 6:30 a.m. today. Among the injured, 4 including the driver of the van are being treated in the intensive care unit of the Caesar hospitals at Langol in critical condition. The mishap happened when the school van was coming to school carrying 23 students of the Evergreen Flower School. The truck MN07C 3084 carrying sand collided with the van MN014A 7410. The injured were first treated at the Thawal District Hospital, but as the condition of some of the injured was worsening, they have been shifted to the Caesar hospitals. Among the children undergoing treatment at this hospital, some are stated to be in critical condition. Medical Superintendent of the hospital, Dr. Jugindro, is reportedly looking after the injured children very carefully so as not to cause anything unexpected.
Anan kun ma thoi se hoji ko gi hospital da casualty da emergency da laktana koina moi gi tawam thokpa treatment taw hawkre masida yam serious oina sokpa mai anang tarik kuma yawi anta ani yamana brain da sokpa gi operation da ka ta na operation da changhanari aman magta soktana operation tawre anta magi trinda hodna adu idu semna da na operation taroga laikanari akogi entire teams जो hospitals की उन्हें चंगन नरगा neurosurgery, orthopedic surgery, general surgeon, all physicians, critical care team उन्हें ICU देखी उन्हें कोई अपन teams मतलब चंगन नरगा यहाँ पुनः मत कोई सेवा करना तो जरी.
Reshuffling of ministers is the prerogative of Chief Minister, Deputy Chief Minister and High Command. The issue raised by some MLAs should not be raised. This was said by MLA Yamthang Haukip while distributing 680 bundles of GI sheets to 150 residents of his constituency under DRDA. He further said, MLAs need to know why people have elected them as their representatives. If I, as the representative, fail to work for the development of the people, then I have to face defeat in the next election. If my performance is good, then the higher authority will act accordingly. Reshuffling is not in the hands of the MLAs, it is in the hands of the High Command. Even after knowing the terms, some MLAs want to become ministers. Instead of wasting time, they should focus on the developmental works for the people, he added. The 14th-day Entrepreneurship Skill Development Training Program of Chandel District in Horticulture organized by the Garden Care High School Police Len in collaboration with the State Institute of Rural Development has concluded at the conference hall of SIRD on the premises of DC Complex, Porompa today. The training program was held under Backward Regions Grant Fund Scheme. Secretary to Governor Commissioner, Art and Culture Dr. R.K. Nimai, retired Joint Director of Agriculture Asem Ibutombi, Editor-in-Chief of ISTV News Brozendra Ningomba, and PRO Defense Colonel Ajay Sharma were the Presidium members at the valedictory function. Addressing the gathering, Brozendra Ningomba said participating in the training will give new ideas and knowledge to the participants. Gardening is not a new concept in Manipur. Our ancestors used to do gardening by planting vegetables, fruits, etc. in their compound. In this modern society, garden care has become a popular hobby that can guarantee relaxation on one hand and earning on the other hand. Gardening may be a hobby which can become a profession to earn one's livelihood, he said.
Unity, harmony, peacefully, can develop in peace and harmony.
Chief guest Dr. R.K. Nimai said, planting flowers is not an easy job. A person growing flowers should know the marketing techniques too. Flowers have different nature and character and need to be planted in different climatic conditions. Flowers should be treated just as you treat your own child, he said.
Used over the varieties, the species, you have to be extremely careful. You need professional advice on this. Otherwise, if you get good advice and if you are sincere, there is no way, nothing can stop you on becoming a successful entrepreneur if you are fully concerned.
All Manipur Senior Citizen Welfare Association has applauded Ras Medicity, not AOC. Ras Medicity has successfully removed womb tumor from a 66-year-old woman living at Mongsangai Old Age Home without any cost. It's time for a short commercial break. A sit-in protest was held at the complex of Youth Progressive Club Sagolban Tera Tongbram Lekai today against the suspicious death of Seram Ningol Elambam Ombi Sushila and her 1-year-old daughter at Keshamtong Elambam Lekai. Relatives of the deceased, people from nearby localities of our maternal house, members of Youth Progressive Club, students and teachers of Promising Kids Academy took part in the protests. And now the national news. A forensic doctor who has alleged that he was pressured to manipulate the post-mortem report of former Union Minister Shashi Tharoor's wife, Sunanda Puskar, today asserted that his report was accurate and not tampered with. I want to clarify that not only the post-mortem report of Sunanda Puskar Tharoor, any post-mortem report which has been prepared by me is totally in accordance with the principles and practices of medicine. Dr. Sudhir Gupta told reporters today, asserting that he did not give in to the pressure to show Sunanda's death as natural. In a letter to the Health Ministry and Chief Vigilance Commission, he has alleged that he was being targeted because he said in the post-mortem report that Sunanda died of drug poisoning. He has also called for a prompt into what he called illegal political motivated agenda to remove him as head of the forensic department since I have taken an honest and ethical stand. An AIMS spokesperson has denied Dr. Gupta's allegation and said there was no pressure on him. A fire broke out at a jewellery showroom in Bangalore today, causing traffic disruption on the busy MG road in the heart of the city. Soon after the fire broke out at around 11:30 am, 7 fire engines were rushed to Navratna Jewelleries located on the first floor of a shopping complex opposite a metro station. According to eyewitnesses, gold jewellery was thrown down through windows in plastic bags to fire personnel in order to secure valuables. All employees of the showroom were rescued. Traffic at one end on the MG road was halted for close to 2 hours. The Supreme Court today expressed concern over the misuse of a law meant to target those guilty of dowry harassment and said people accused in such cases cannot be automatically arrested. The fact that Section 498A is a cognizable and non-bailable offence has lent it a dubious place of pride amongst the provisions that are used as weapons rather than shielded by disgruntled wives. The simplest way to harass is to get the husband and his relatives arrested under this provision. In quite a number of cases, bedridden grandfathers and grandmothers of the husbands, their sisters living abroad for decades are arrested, said the court. The Supreme Court condemned the police's tendency to arrest the accused first and then proceed with the case, terming it despicable. The court also directed state governments to ensure that police do not automatically arrest accused in such cases. In case an accused is arrested, a police officer will have to provide reasons justifying the arrest before a magistrate. A bench headed by Justice C.K. Prasad said. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has outlined a plan to put 4 infrastructure ministries on top gear, which is on office keeping regular tabs on their progress through monthly meetings. Sources say Mr. Modi has asked Surface Transport Minister Nitin Gadkari to prepare for a big push in the infrastructure sector, which was given top billing on not just in his campaign for the recent national election, but also when the new government revealed its agenda after taking charge. 4 ministries, civil aviation, railways, road and shipping, have been asked to work together. Sources say Mr. Gadkari will call a meeting of these ministries once a month. Representatives of other ministries such as Finance, Defence and Environment will be asked to attend these meetings when required. Sources have told NDTV that a white paper has reportedly blamed the Environment Ministry and the Department of Financial Services for stalling projects and bringing the road sector to its knees. Questioning Shridi Sai Baba's statue as a Hindu god, Sankaracharya Swarupnand Saraswati said that Sai Baba was someone who used to eat meat and worship Allah. A man like that can never be a Hindu god. He also claimed that the devotees of Sai Baba use pictures of Sanatan Dharma gods and make money. If they don't use pictures of our God, who will give them anything? He questioned. While he admitted that people have the freedom to worship, he said that Sai Baba tries to position himself as God, which is not acceptable to them. We accept only 5 gods. Anyone who positions himself as an addition isn't acceptable to us, he said. Sankaracharya also rubbished claims that he has raised objection over Sai Baba at the behest of Congress. It is wrong to say that I am doing this at the behest of Congress. I am not a political person, he said. This is a religious war, he said. In an effort to make travel between Delhi and Agra faster, the Indian Railways conducted a trial run of a semi-high-speed train between the 2 destinations on Thursday. The train will run at a speed of 160 km per hour on the Delhi-Agra route. It is expected to reduce the travel time by 30 minutes from 120 minutes to 90 minutes. The train is equipped with an electric locomotive of 5,400 HP. It is estimated that a cost of rupees 15 crore would be incurred to make the track ready for this train. The DRM Agra went on the train for the trial run. There should be more such trains, at least for short distances, said a passenger. If this experiment is successful, then they should run trains on longer routes as well, another passenger added. We are okay with whatever idol they choose to worship. Now the top stories once again. 23 students and van driver injured as truck rams into school van at Taubal, Leshangtem. That's all for today, and thanks for joining us.